Welcome to She Shed Stories, a space where women come as they are and leave transformed. Here, we shed old mindsets, shed tears, and shed the lies that have held us back. Through real, vulnerable testimonies, we're becoming kingdom-minded daughters, sisters, and mothers, chasing God's vision and embracing His truth. Because Hebrews 4:12 states, "For the word of God is living and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the division of soul and spirit, and of joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart." By this truth, we surrender, so the Word of God will work in our lives. So take a seat, get comfortable, and get ready to shed. This is She Shed Stories.
Hello, welcome back to She Shed Stories. I'm Marissa, and I'm here with the lovely Nicole.
Hello.
And we're here today to talk about single motherhood. Tell me about Anna, about your kid.
So I have a 9-year-old little girl.
Mhm.
She is going to be 10 in November.
I love her.
I love her too. She is a lot. She's got a big personality. She's an amazing child. Wouldn't trade her for the world. But she's a kid. And
She's 9.
a single
She's a
mom.
girl. Yes.
She is a girl.
She's a girl.
She is a very girly girl.
I love that.
And I am not.
I was about to say.
I am definitely a tomboy. So it's, we have different struggles every day.
Mhm.
Just, pick a day.
Yeah. I love it. I have a little boy, 6 years old, and I told you this before. I would totally trade if you wanted to play with monster trucks, and I can go play arts and crafts with Anna.
We can have a swap kid day, so
Count
I
me
can get my little, monster truck fix in,
Yeah.
and you can get tea party dress up fix. I'm down. I'm here for it.
So tired of monster trucks. Yes.
I'm here for it. Here for it.
So we're here to talk about our journeys in mother and single motherhood.
Yes.
No one has a kid thinking they're gonna do it as a single
Yeah,
parent.
right.
So kind of talk about us how you got from where you were before being a mom and the journey of what it was like to becoming a single mom.
So, like you said, nobody starts out wanting to have a child and expecting to go through the process by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I was not married. She was out of wedlock. She was very much so planned,
Mm-hmm.
and that was my best decision making at that time. I did not make the decision to fully get to know her dad before making the decision to have a child with him,
Mm-hmm.
and would not go back in time and change it because I
Yeah.
have the most amazing child in the world. But it comes with a lot of struggles. It's one thing to go through parenting and know the things that you deal with and the things that your family deals with.
Yeah.
So you know what your child could potentially deal with. But then there's that added part where you don't know every single thing that has been passed out generationally from your family because we don't talk about things.
Yeah. And let alone their family too. So now you have two people who have nothing. We don't know about ourselves. We don't. Yeah. And we hardly know the other person either. And then we just create these little angel babies.
We do. And
Yeah.
then, you get into situations with your children and you're like, why are you acting like this?
Mhm.
Like, I look at her sometimes and I'm just like,
Who did you get this from?
yes.
And it's usually myself. But
But we don't want to admit that. That's always the other side.
Always.
We always want to
It
blame
depends
the
on what
other
it is.
side.
Smart, you get that from me. Funny, you get it from me.
Of course, mom has the break.
Procrastinate, other parent.
But it's a lot. It's a lot. And, I made the decisions that I made.
Yeah.
Have a beautiful little girl, have a wonderful, smart, sassy, intelligent little girl because of it.
Mm-hmm.
We were together off and on for a little while. And then since 2018, the summer of 2018, it's been since I've been a single parent. And it was a huge transition,
Yeah.
but there were a lot of things that were still, like, they weren't different because of the way that our relationship worked, her dad and I. So there were some things that just didn't change because our relationship just was what it was.
Yeah.
So there were some things that he did or did not participate in. So it was always her and I. Or there were some things that he did participate in. So it was like, okay, well, now I have to deal with this by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been very difficult, you know. Parenting is not easy. No matter how planned or how prepared you think you are to have a child, you're never really ready. You know, there is no book, there is no movie, there is no podcast, there is no TV show, nothing that fully prepares you for everything that comes with being a parent, let alone a single parent. So it was a lot. It was a huge transition for her and I. She was probably 2.5 when her dad and I broke up. And it's just been her and I since.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of things some things has been really easy. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because I don't have to consult with anyone 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
So at home, it's my rules.
Yeah.
It's not, well, I need to go talk to your dad because this is going on. Now, mind you, he and I do have conversations. We talk about, you know, certain things that we have decided on what is or is not okay for her, what is or is not appropriate for her. So that is completely different from, you know, hey, we're in my house. I said no TV right now. That means no TV. So there are some aspects where, it's super easy because I'm like, I don't have to deal with, well, dad said that I can watch TV, so I'm going to go watch TV. Because we know that children are children, and they're going to try to get their way no matter what they have to do. So some aspects have been super easy, and then other aspects have been very difficult. Like, she sees her dad, and she will go and, she comes home and she tells me, oh, well, dad and I watched this movie. And in my mind, I'm like, that's not appropriate for you to be watching. So everything in me just wants to be like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why are you letting her do this? Or why are you letting her do that? So times like that are very difficult, but we work through them. We talk through them. It's, you just you take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
Like, there is no, like I said earlier, there's no book.
Yeah.
So you just
and you can't control the other parent either. Yeah. Like, there's.
You cannot.
No. Like.
And you can't even make it seem like you're trying to control them.
Yeah.
Because then they're automatically completely shut off to everything that you have to say. I've, going through this process, when we initially broke up, I did not handle things the best.
It happens.
I didn't. I made some very questionable decisions and made some very questionable remarks and comments and statements that were very controlling. And now looking back, I'm like, oopsies.
My bad.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So, we've come a long way, but it's a matter of having a conversation with her dad and saying, hey, what do you think we should do, and how should we handle this situation? And it's making it, at the end of the day, it's making it about her, not about him. Because then it can be perceived as, well, you don't trust my parenting.
Yeah.
You don't trust me.
You don't think I'm a good dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And mind you, regardless as to whether or not those things are thoughts that you may or may not have, that cannot be something that is constantly shown to the other parent. Because now there is no trust, there is no understanding. You're going to get so much pushback from this other parent. It's not going to be as smooth as it could be if you go about it from a point of, hey, how can we do this better?
Yeah.
How can we help her to understand this movie isn't appropriate for her and this is why? Or me and him sitting down and having a conversation of, hey, what is or isn't appropriate for her age? Because what isn't appropriate for a 5-year-old is not the same as a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
And that changes so quickly. It's like,
time flies. I used to hate hearing that when I was pregnant, because I worked at a nail salon, so I was around women all the time. Every other customer. It flies. Time flies. It's like,
It
get
does.
it.
And you have to
then-
adjust as it's
Yeah.
as
And
it's
now
going
as
by.
I have a 6-year-old, I'm like, I just had him. Like, he's in first grade.
Yeah.
And then I like whispered to like pregnant people or like, I'm like, time flies by. Like, I know you hear it all the time, but it really does.
It goes by so
Yeah.
quickly.
Mhm.
And you have to adjust on the fly with kids.
Yeah.
And they grow so quick, they learn so fast, they
Mhm.
go through all
They're
these different things.
Sponges. They
They
absorb everything.
They really
And they
are.
share everything too.
Woo.
Yes.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
And not reacting to everything that is shared with you.
Because I want you to continue to share with me.
Yes.
Like,
I want you to
Yeah.
feel safe enough that I'm not going to
fly off the handle.
exactly.
Yep.
Because realistically, if I fly off the handle about something that you're telling me, what is that going to do?
Yeah.
It's not going to change the situation. Like, it happened. It is what it is. So making sure that she feels safe enough to still share.
Yeah.
I can't react in a negative way. Still handle the situation. Still deal with it. Hey, this is not okay. This is why.
Yeah.
Or this was not appropriate. This is why.
I always tell Jaden, like, thank you for sharing with me.
Yes.
Like, thank you.
Yeah.
So I remember being the kid that like I kept
Like,
it to
didn't want to
myself.
share.
No,
Felt
I
like
was so
you had to keep
scared.
everything like,
Yeah.
close to your chest. Very
Especially
secretive.
in co-parenting, when he comes to me and tells me things about his dad,
Yep.
like I just have to be like
You guys take it on the
Yeah.
chin and just like water on a duck, let it roll off your back. Because if you react, you're now feeding into her perception. I'm feeding into my daughter's perception.
Yeah.
You're feeding into your son's perception of their dads.
yeah. And that's not my job. My
It's
job
not
is
your
never
place to
Yeah.
form an opinion for them, no matter how we feel about the other parent, no matter right, wrong, indifferent,
Yep.
how we get along.
Mhm.
It's their job to build their own relationship with their dad.
Yeah.
They have to build that relationship, and then they have to form their opinion.
Mhm.
I mean, and kids are smart. At the end of the day, they're going to form an opinion about their dad, and they're going to form an opinion about us.
Yeah.
By no means are we perfect.
No.
Like, I've done some things.
Yes, I've
even now-
apologized for things I've done and moments I've yelled that were not even moments to yell or like I think as parents sometimes we should apologize. Like you and I, we only have one kid. This is our first time raising a kid. It's their first time being a daughter and a son. Like I'm going to mess up.
Yes.
And I'm so sorry. Like
100%.
my bad, dude. My bad, bro. Like, there's so many times I've stopped him. I'm like,
Yeah.
and it's funny because he'll bring some things up too, and he'd be like, "Mom, remember that one time you like freaked out and got mad at me?" I'm like, "Can we not bring it up, please?"
Yes.
Like,
They
yes.
don't forget.
No, they
well,
don't.
They forget when you told them to clean their room, but they
Yeah.
don't forget that one time that you yelled because you were having a bad day and you snapped or whatever.
Mhm,
No,
mhm.
most definitely. I mean, it's hard. I think it's important to understand that they are human. They have feelings.
Mhm.
It's not, I by no means am the parent that's every single feeling you have matters. Do your feelings matter? Absolutely. Do we need to address every single feeling that you have? No. It's not going to happen. Do we need to react to every
I'll
feeling?
say it's a
that we
reaction.
have?
Yeah, it's. I always tell Jaden, it's okay what you feel, but it's reaction that matters.
Yes.
Like, yeah,
You can have a feeling.
Yeah.
You can't react like this.
No.
So I'm
No,
like,
no.
you can, our biggest one recently is, well, you can be tired. That's okay. Being tired is fine.
Mhm.
Expressing the fact that you're tired is perfectly fine.
Mhm.
Whining and crying and trying to throw a fit,
Yeah.
like, no, we're not doing that. That's not okay.
Jaden's is hangry. He's, Mom, I'm hangry. And I said, okay, well, mommy gets hangry too.
Yep.
But we're not going to act XYZ because you're
Yes.
hangry, okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're funny.
They are. And they have their own little personalities that they build, and you just gotta,
So much of it is my personality. I have to remind myself, that's me.
and you can't take it out of them.
Nope.
Like, they are who they are.
Yeah.
Like,
And I love it.
you can't
yeah.
get mad at them. They're doing.
They're who they are.
know.
They're who God created them to be.
Yeah.
Literally. God knows them better than I will ever know him.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
You just gotta go with it.
Mhm. Lord help me. Like that's sometimes my prayer is like, okay, you know him better than I know him. So what should my reaction be?
Yeah.
Because I feel like as parents, sometimes we discipline our children based off of how we think like it needs to be done this way and I need to make them sit down and do this. And sometimes like your kids actually just need you to hear them out. Like
Yeah.
they just no, a timeout for one kid is not going to be equivalent. Like, no, they don't need a timeout. Like
Yeah, no.
they sometimes, even like boys and girls, like, how you might react to Anna is how different than I'm going to react to him, because they're different. They were made different.
Yeah.
Every parenting and child relationship is different.
It is.
And I think that's one thing that I've learned is God, like I said, knows him better than I will ever know him. So Lord, please help me. Like,
guide me through this situation.
Help
Guide
me,
me in how to handle my child. Guide me in, you know, discerning, do I handle this situation the same way I handled this exact situation last week? Or do I handle this one differently?
Yeah.
Do I come forth with, you know, she needs a hug. She needs understanding. She needs extra grace today. It's discerning, you know, what is going on in her life right now. Like, is she going through starting school? Because every parent knows when we go back to school, it doesn't matter. Like, we've been doing this for how many years now?
Yeah.
Like, we have a routine. You know what this is. Let's not act brand new. But they're still going to act brand new. They're still going to try every trick in the book. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I need to go to the restroom. But it's discerning, you know, is this extra? Or, you know, maybe she's worried about she's going to miss me because now she's going back to school. Or does she have something else going on in life?
Yeah.
Like,
she's 9 too. I mean,
9.
I remember being 9. Like,
9 was rough.
Yeah, being a girl at 9, between like 9 until like now.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an ending, but like I think that's when all the drama starts and the comparison and like all those things, like
the mean girls, the dealing with, you know, I mean, they're going through puberty, they're dealing with all of these different things. So then to deal with all of that and then not react to those emotions.
Yeah.
While their brain is not fully developed.
No.
They don't know how to handle situations. Like, children up to, I can't remember what age it is, but I'm pretty sure all the way through high school, they react in a way that they're just focused on this moment right here, right now. It's not, well, this is just momentary. It's not, well, I just had a bad day.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be different. So they don't have that thought process. It's, no, this is genuinely the end of the world.
I was going to say, to them, it is the end of the world. And as parents, we can't think of it as a perspective of me being 29 years old and I've lived all this. I have lived, I'm like, what's 29 minus 6? 23 years longer than you. So like, like
you have more experience.
I have more experience. My hard days look different than your hard days. But I think as parents, sometimes you have to remember, no, this is,
for them, this is a lot.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to them in this moment.
Yes.
And us being like, well, just wait till you get older. Like, you know, I hate those comments.
It's very easy to do, though. It's very easy to be just cynical and just, oh, you think this is bad? Just wait till you get to high school and you have to deal with this and this, or wait till you hit 20 and you got it, or whatever.
Yeah.
But we have to understand as parents, you know, we cannot dismiss every single thing that they're feeling and every single thing they're going through. Like, to them, this is a big deal. Like, it's the end of the world for them. When in reality, we know, like,
it's not.
Tomorrow
But
you're going to be perfectly fine. Tomorrow you're going to forget that this even happened. But you have to pick and choose when you even bring that up, because then it makes them feel like, well, why am I even going to talk to you about this? You don't want to hear anything that I have to say. You're just telling me that tomorrow's going to be perfect. And while neither one is wrong, it's, you know, you have to be discerning of that moment. You can't handle every single thing the same. It's not. It's like, my child has a mouth. I don't know
who did
where
she get that
she got it from. But she has a mouth. And, you know, it would be one thing if it was just the mouth. She has these facial expressions that are just very loud.
Yes.
Very loud.
I've hung out with her before.
You've seen a few.
And as a bystander, it's hilarious.
Oh, yes. But as a parent, when you're in that
gosh,
moment and you're dealing with it, I'm like.
And I think, too, kids have no filter. They just don't. So
they're unapologetically them. And just, they say the first thing that comes to their mind. Like, I have to remind her, I'm like, you can't say that. That's rude. And she's like, well, I wasn't trying to be rude. And I'm like, I understand you weren't trying to be rude.
But it's perceived as rude. Just so you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's work on that. So, like, with her, when she is being extra sassy on certain days, or extra attitude is coming through, and I have to decide, you know, how do I handle this? You know, the Bible says, spare the rod, spoil the child. But does that mean that we provide discipline today like we did last week? Maybe
Yeah.
not. Maybe not. Maybe she's having a bad day. Maybe
Mhm.
she's hungry. Maybe she's tired. Maybe
Mhm.
she's, she ran at school because the new thing is, Mom, they made us run a mile. So I'm just exhausted. My legs hurt. My feet hurt. And I'm like,
Same girl, same.
yes. So it's like, taking all of those things into consideration.
Yeah.
I also think that in moments like this, it's important to lean on your community
Mhm.
for parts of this, because as a single parent, you don't have somebody else to tag in.
No.
So you just got off of work, you're exhausted, you're tired, you haven't eaten all day, you're dehydrated because
You too can go down a list like it is something because like y'all come together and y'all's days has Mom, they made us run a mile. Mom,
Yes.
Mom, I only was able to eat half of my lunch. Mom, my best friend did this to me, and then you as well. Mom,
I failed my spelling test.
yes, and then
I had 20 meetings today at work. I had to deal with this. I had a client that canceled on me.
Yeah.
I had all of these other things, and
then y'all come together, and then it's just
my gosh, it can be bad. It can be bad,
and it's not their fault that you're frustrated.
It's not.
Like
it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be taken out on them.
Yeah.
But it's very easy to do. It's so easy to just naturally be upset and just, you know what? I'm home. You're my kid. You know me. I know you. Like, you're used to this, so I'm gonna just let my whole day out on you. When in reality,
can't do that.
It's not your fault.
No, it's not their fault. It's not.
You're not my boss. You didn't schedule 20 meetings today. That could have been an email.
Like, why did they schedule 20 meetings? I'm
Exactly.
sorry.
20 is an exaggeration, but still, So it's important to have community around you to go and say, hey, Marissa, I need you to take my child today and have a girl day with her.
Yeah. Or even on the flip side, hey, Nicole,
I'm gonna scream.
You look frustrated. I love you.
Yes.
I'm gonna take Anna from you
That right
before
there.
you blow up on
That
her.
right there.
Because she doesn't deserve it. Like,
She doesn't.
yeah.
She doesn't. But we need people around us that are in the community that we trust with our child, because not everyone in the community can be trusted with our child. Just saying. But someone that can also discern.
Yeah.
Someone that is a friend that can step in and say, hey, I know you.
Yeah.
You about to mess something up. Like, you about to let something loose on her that is not her fault. Or maybe it is her fault, but you need to calm down before you deal with the situation.
You need to be emotionally mature enough before,
and not react out of your emotions. You need to think all of this.
You're the adult, so I need you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm gonna let you have your moment. Because I don't really know what it's like to have a partner to tap in. Like,
you don't
but
have
like
that option.
it's just you and your kid. And even though like I do 50-50, so we do week to week, it's him and I all week. And then the following week is I'll work a lot and then like back and forth. So it's like you're just around your kid. It's just you and your kid.
See,
and Holy Spirit, man, that's
it's rough. And with me, we don't do 50-50.
Yeah.
She is with me probably 95% of the time.
Yeah.
So I don't there as a parent, you don't get a break.
No.
You don't get to stop and say, "Hey, wait, I can't be a mom today.
Yeah. Hey, honey, can you do this? Can you do the dishes while I just go?" No.
It doesn't work that way. So having people within your community that you trust and that are good with your children, that love on your children, that have a relationship with you and your kids, it is so important. But I think that's one thing that I love about our church community is, everybody is so loving and so willing to help in those situations.
I will say too, our church community is a lot of single parents. And we have such a beautiful example from Pastor Curl of what that looks like, because you didn't just roll into knowing how to do these things.
No.
We can backtrack and we can go back to when you had to learn the hard way. You don't parent out of anger. You need to ask for help. You weren't parenting the best. And that's when you and your ex, or Anna's father, split up.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how you matured and grew up. But it's because you're covering your shepherd, Pastor Curl, and your community came into that. Like
Yeah.
you didn't just randomly one day knew,
No,
hey,
I
I'm
just
gonna ask
know
for
how to be
help.
a single mom, and I know how to ask for help.
No, but you
No.
learned the hard way. So let's
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
down memory lane of when I would say that I don't want to say training. You're not a dog, but when
When I was learning how
Yes.
to be a better mom.
yes, mhm.
So right after he and I broke up,
Y'all were at the
it
Rock,
was-
right?
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
you
we were at the Rock. We were both
yes.
at the Rock
Mhm,
together.
yeah.
So I was here, brought him here, and we broke up, and we both stayed here.
Mhm.
Even now, we're here. We broke up, and I went through a very difficult time of, I don't want to be around you. I
Yeah.
don't want to see your face. I don't want to look at you. I don't want this. I don't want that. It was just anger and just frustration and
Mhm.
pettiness. And there was just, had just maybe 2 years prior to that given my life to Christ. So I
Mhm.
was still a babe in Christ. Like I didn't know how to deal with this situation in a healthy way.
Mhm.
You know, I love my family to death, but we don't handle things the best.
Yeah.
And in my family, I have divorces. I've got all kinds of stuff. I have people that are still married to this day. My grandparents were married up until my grandfather passed away. Like, so I have like all of these different things that I was exposed to, but it wasn't all necessarily healthy.
Yeah.
So then trying to navigate the situation of now being a single mom,
Mhm.
going to a church where the father of my child still attends my church because this is my church and why are you here?
My pastor, my church, my people.
Yes. And I
Yep.
had to go through all of this. So dealing with all of this, it was a lot. And, thank God that we have an amazing shepherd who was willing to look me dead in my eyeballs and call me out and tell me all about myself from a place of love, from a place of, I want you to be better. You can do better. Better is within you. You deserve better. Your
Yeah.
daughter deserves better. Like, I was serving on, I think, like 2 different teams at the time. I was on the worship team and I was in our children's ministry.
Mhm.
And he came to me and he told me,
I know the story, so I'm laughing, but because I love it. I think it's
Yes.
so.
He told me, he's like, you can't serve anywhere right now.
Mhm.
He said, the only thing you need to do in this season of your life is you need to take your butt and sit down in that chair and grow in your relationship with
Yeah.
God and heal from all of these things that you're dealing with now. Not just this stuff now, but all of this stuff from way back when that you didn't deal with that
Mhm.
got you in this situation to begin
I was
with.
about to say all the things that got you to here. Yeah, like you said,
Yes.
you don't have a child thinking, you don't even get a relationship thinking
No.
like,
Never.
but
Never.
you and I both come from divorced household,
Yep.
single parents,
Yep.
grandparents also in the same situation. Like it is a thing that gets passed down
It does.
over and over and over again. But the fact that he sat you down and said, he basically told you this generational curse stops with you,
Yes.
but this is what you need to do.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. That's yeah.
And I wasn't hearing that at the time.
No.
I was so angry and I was so upset. I was like, I remember there were days where I would go to church only because I knew if I didn't go to church that day, he was going to reach out to me and be like, basically, where are you at?
Yeah.
Why are you not here? What? So this is what we're going to do. We're just not going to grow. We're just not going to heal. We're just not going to do better.
I also would like to say he probably didn't say it like that, but that's
Oh,
how you
no.
received it.
He had a few choice words for me. He knows his people.
Yeah.
He knows that I am a little hard-headed.
Yeah.
And I need some act right in my life.
Mhm.
Thankfully, I've grown and I don't always need as much. So,
He's also too glad that everyone's grown because
oh my goodness,
Yeah.
because he doesn't have to deal with all the same stuff that he was dealing with back in
Yeah.
2018. So,
we have a very young church. So we had a bunch of babies
yes.
in age in
Yeah.
our walks with the Lord. Like he
It was
got
rough.
us fresh.
It was rough.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it was rough, and he didn't care.
Mhm.
Just completely unapologetic. Sit down, learn, grow, heal.
Like a father. Like that's the thing is like I don't think
See, but that's what we
don't
want.
Yeah, but some of us never received it. So
That part too.
yeah. So but he out of love,
Exactly.
all love, said,
Exactly.
this is what you need to do.
Yes.
What was your relationship with God prior to that and then after that? Because I think that's what, like, because you had been saved for 2 years.
Yep. About 2 years.
And then this happened and he said, sit down, work on a relationship.
Yeah.
What would you say, like, the shift? Well, yeah, like, what was your relationship before? And what would you think it was after? And, like,
that
how
shift.
long were you sat down, like, that process?
So prior to being sat down, I was coming into this ministry. I was completely unchurched. I did not have a church background. I wholeheartedly, prior to giving my life to Christ, did not believe in God in any way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
So coming into this, it was brand new. I was still learning how to, what does it look like to spend time with God?
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like to have a devotional life or to have a prayer life? Or, there were a lot of moments where it was just, well, I went to church on Sunday. Check.
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't need anything else.
I'm saved. I went to church.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm doing better than so-and-so, or
Mhm.
I'm doing, at least I'm going to church. It was that kind of mentality. So having a shepherd who loves and cares for me so much that he was willing to sit me down and tell me about myself
Mm-hmm.
forced me to it forced me to grow in God.
Mm-hmm.
I would show up to church some days and I would just sit there and I would cross my arms and was like, you're going to know I don't want to be here. I'm going to look you dead in your eyeballs and I'm mad. Thank God for the growth. Thank God for the growth. It was
Nicole. That's so funny.
She's in there. She's in there. She's in there. God has worked a miracle, let me tell you. But it was even in those moments where I was there acting like I don't want to be here. There was a part of me that did want to be here.
Yeah.
Because it was, there was always this voice, there was always this thought that God was giving me of, I can get through this.
Mm-hmm.
Not by myself.
Yeah.
But with God, with my community, with my shepherd, with all of these different things, I can get through this.
Yeah.
So being sat down, not serving, I learned that I had a spiritual father who genuinely cared about me, not just about me getting tasks done. It wasn't about, oh, well, now what are we going to do? Because we don't have somebody, we need an extra teacher for children's ministry. Or, oh, well, we don't have somebody on stage for praise and worship. So what are we going to do? That was not the concern.
Yeah.
That wasn't even something that he brought up. It was just flat out, sit down, grow, heal. That's it.
Yeah.
Deal with you. Deal with the situation. So it opened me up to hearing him in a different way, because it showed me that he cared about me, but not just about me, but that he cared about my daughter.
Yeah.
So he cared enough to make sure that I didn't blow up my life, because I tried. I tried really hard in this season of life to blow my life all the way up. I did. And he didn't let me.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me open to hearing from him on a different level. It made me open to hearing from God on a different level.
Mm-hmm.
To know that I have a God that loves me so much, that loves my daughter so much, that he is willing to shape someone specifically to deal with my hard-headed behind, to be able to talk to me and tell me about me the way that I need to be told, and not the way that I'm just gonna, all right, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, words can't explain that feeling.
Yeah.
That feeling of knowing that I'm not in this alone. My God's got me.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get me through this.
Yeah.
He's put people in my life. He's surrounded me with people who are not even blood related to me that are going to help push me through this situation.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to help carry me and my child through this situation.
And still do. Like, yeah.
To this day. Yeah. To this day. Like, I remember when all of this happened, he and I broke up. I went without a job for almost 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
I had no job. I still had bills. I had a car payment. I had a child who was with me 95% of the time.
Yeah.
She didn't go without. I didn't go without. We were bumming rides left and right because I didn't have gas money to put on my car, but the car note was paid. Like, everything was taken care of.
Yeah.
But that was because of community. That was because God said, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also because I let my community help me.
Mm-hmm.
It was because I was willing to humble myself and say, I can't do this. So even though the world was telling me I'm an independent woman, I don't need no man, I don't need no help, I can do this, just me and my baby, no, it didn't work. God put me in a season of life where I had to depend
I was about to say, God will make you fall flat on your butt so he can say, you need me and you need community. Like, you stop avoiding it. Like,
he will put you in a situation to where you know he's the one that got you out of it.
Yeah.
You can't boast and say, no, I did this. I didn't get myself out of that situation. He did.
Mm-hmm.
It was nothing but God. So going from growing up and hearing I can be independent, I don't need help from anyone, whether it's family, friend, boyfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
I can do this, to now being knocked on my butt, being made 100% dependent of somebody else and the community around me. Like, it was shocking. And it genuinely helped change my life. Like, you don't go through something like that and then just be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't go through something like that and then just not be changed.
Yeah.
But I had to.
Mm-hmm.
And then to go through all of that and then still have all of these people around me that support me, support my daughter. Like, I can call anybody right now and just be like, hey, I need you to go get Anna.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get there. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Where is she? I've got you. Or, hey, I don't have money to put in my car, put gas in my car. Can you give us a ride? Can you come and pick us up? I'm on my way. Like,
and it's such a stark difference between what the world says of, especially for single moms. Do it on yourself. You can do it. Hyper independence.
yes.
That's
what the world teaches.
Glorifies the struggle of it and the by yourself. Like, but because we have a God who's so caring and loving, he has put us here. Like, I always say, like, he literally yanked me out of my life and plopped me here. But because I know I needed community, I know I needed people.
Yeah.
Because I was in a season where being a single mom, and on the younger side, I had friends that were still going out, and then it's married friends. Like, and so as a single mom, I don't really fit in any category.
Exactly.
It's so for God to bring me here and have you, who's already walked the walk, and so many people, and even like in our previous She Shed story with Miss Rosie, she wasn't like, so it's, he knows what he's doing. He's knitting us all together. There's a reason why we're under the same covering. Like, he knows we needed each other, and your obedience to him and to Pastor Curl, you did the walk, you did the healing. So now that I, as a new member, can come in and say, I'm struggling with this, and you can come and do the She Shed story and share your testimony. But like, and to say like, yeah, I went through it. It wasn't easy, but I stayed connected. I asked for help, and God always showed up.
Yeah.
So now I and all the other women can come in and say, okay, if Nicole did it, and if God can do it for her, then he can do it for me.
Absolutely.
Like, and so now I can be, hey, Nicole, can you help me with this?
Yes.
Hey, all the people around us, like, they continue to show up for everyone.
Yeah.
And you have even people older than you who have gone through it. Like, so that's just the beautiful part of our testimonies, to share them, because we all need to be told, you're loved, you're not damaged goods,
right?
You're enough,
yes,
and you will get through this.
Yes.
But
you don't suck just because now you're a single parent.
Yeah, you did the best with what you had, and that's okay. Like, I think too many times, at least the world has told me, I'm not enough. You'll never find a man. The divorced woman won't date her. I literally had someone told me one time that I would never find a man that makes over 50K a year. It's very specific. Very specific.
Like, the amount of hate that has to be in your heart to say something like that to someone.
It's funny now,
Like,
but like,
yes, but in that moment, like, you need to be
like,
encouraged, and you're over here trying to shoot me down. Yeah, but that's what the world does. Though.
Yeah.
There is such this negative stigma on being a single mom in the world. It's so untrue. Like I think one of the most important things that I have learned being a part of this ministry is that there's always another way.
always,
There's
and
always
it's called
another way.
the Lord.
It is.
And He makes your path straight, but you have to submit to Him and His ways.
See, but we
and
don't like
stop
submission.
trying to take control of everything.
Control. But we love to control things.
Yeah, man, I've learned the more you let go.
Oh, the
Actually,
easier it is.
it's so much
Like, genuinely, and I know
easier.
it sounds so backwards. And it just makes no sense. But
No.
the more that you let go and the more you're willing to allow God to put His hands on your life and put His hands in everything, the easier it is.
Mhm.
Let me rephrase. It is not easy. It's not perfect. It's not without struggle. It is still difficult.
Yeah, but the weight that gets lifted off of your shoulders.
Yes.
I shared when I first joined this. Like, I felt like I was running a race with
I remember
Jaden
that.
in my hands.
Yes.
And because
I cried
yeah.
when you told this story. I
But
cried.
when you walk with the Lord, you're still carrying your child, but for whatever reason, it's so much lighter because you have
Because
this
of
trust.
community.
Yeah, like you're surrounded by love. You're filled with love. You've died to yourself. You've forgiven people. Like, it's such a beautiful walk.
Yeah.
But had I not come here, I don't know where I would be.
Right.
Literally have no idea
Yeah.
where I would be.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I also think we kind of need a part 2 because we really need to talk about
I was over here looking at my notes and I'm
yeah,
like, oh, we
but,
have some
like,
stuff that I really just
forgiveness of the partner,
forgiveness of yourself.
forgiveness of yourself.
Yeah.
How we encourage our children to walk with the Lord and what that looks
Yeah.
like and things we implement.
Yeah.
Even I, as a single mom to a boy,
Yes.
another side of community is letting the men help me.
Yes. I would say even that's not just a boy mom thing.
Yeah.
That's a mom thing in general.
Yeah.
Because we know that identity comes from the father.
Yeah.
But if the dad is not around, or if the dad is around but isn't consistent, or the dad is around but
they're on their own
is
testament. They're on their
teaching
own walk.
something
Yeah.
different. Exactly.
Like, they're on their own journey, and we have to be accepting of that. God
100%.
I can physically see it, that
Yes.
He is working in them.
Yes.
Um,
Let Him work.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't control. But still, the child's not going to go without
No.
during that process.
No, I love community. I
So
love God.
I'm down.
He's so good to us.
He is. He is. We don't deserve it at
No,
all.
no, but I'm so
don't.
grateful that He has put us together, especially for moments like this,
Yes, me too.
where we get together.
There are so many women around the world that can learn from the pain and the struggle and some of the frustrations
Yeah.
that we've gone through or even are currently still going through. I think that, we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So
Amen. Love it. Yeah.
part
Okay.
2.
Part 2 coming soon.
Part 2.
Okay.
I think we need a part 2.
All right. Sounds good.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I guess we will see y'all soon. Thanks for joining us. This is She Shed Stories. I'm Marissa.
I'm
That's Nicole. We'll see y'all soon.
Thank you for tuning in to She Shed Stories. This moment is not just about surviving, but thriving. If you desire to start shedding and you don't know where to start, let us walk you through the prayer of salvation. Dear Lord Jesus, I am coming to you now as a sinner in need of your grace. I believe you died on the cross for my sins, defeated death, and rose again for my victory. Lord Jesus, come into my life and be Lord of my life. All that I am and all that I am not, I shed off and surrender to you. Now fill me with your precious Holy Spirit. Thank you for saving me. If you prayed this prayer with me, the angels in heaven are rejoicing with this amazing decision you made. Please comment to let us know, and we would love to connect with you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for for the next episode.